Hey everybody, it's Billy from Spicy Ginger Soap, and I am going to do a little video on lining your molds. Most of you have probably already watched my video where I used my new Tall and Skinny mold to make Moroccan mint, and you saw it pouring out, right? Saw my batter was pouring out from this little slit here, the sides and the bottom on both sides. It was also leaking out this side and these two areas right here. Now, I did contact the person who sold me this, and it was Ozark Soap Molds on Etsy. And I'll read to you what he wrote. Hi Billy, it sounds like you didn't line the mold with something like freezer paper. All molds must be lined, or a silicone liner, something to stop that problem, plus the soap will come out of mold easy. I know most people don't read the whole writing on each mold in my shop, but it says to make sure you line it every time. So if you get some freezer paper and tape, any place you think it will leak, corners, etc., you won't have the problem you had. Sorry this happened. Don't get discouraged because of this. It is easily solved. Good luck on your next batch. Ron. I felt it was a little bit dismissive and condescending, but that might just be me. I wasn't real happy with that response, but in his defense, the way that I line my mold is not... there is a better way to line the mold that will not let anything get out. It's just a huge pain in the butt. I hate doing it. I just don't like doing it. So the way that I typically line my mold is I cut a piece that goes in here. So basically a horizontal piece that comes in and comes out about this far. And I usually just cut it out like this. You know, I line it up, put a little nail mark here, cut it, put it in, and then I use a couple of strips and I put them right here in this way, and then they come out to here. So there's a crease on the side that literally there's not really anything there, but if your soap is very liquidy, it could seep out a little. So, okay, fine. I still think that, like when I use my soap mold, here we are. I didn't even clean this one out from the last time I used it. You can see there's a little bit of discoloration where my soap has seeped out of the paper a little bit, but it doesn't come pouring out, I can tell you that much. It doesn't pour out at all, actually, because my mold that I made, and these are made by someone who doesn't know what the heck they're doing. I never did it before. It's the first time I ever did it, but I don't have any areas that my soap leaks out. I'm just saying. So anyhow, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you, because I have had some requests to show how I line my mold. I'm not going to show you how I do it the wrong way, because what good is that to you guys, right? I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it to prevent the leaks happening. I'm trying to get this all out of here while I'm talking too, because I don't want to line it with all that extra soap in there. So I'll show you how to do it. I am not real good at it, so please forgive me if I bumble around a little bit and crinkle paper everywhere. It's just, you know, it's kind of hard to do. So let me just dump this excess soap out, and then we'll get started. And you know, the other thing I was thinking about, because I was trying to give this guy the benefit of the doubt, like, you know, And so what I was thinking about is maybe with a mold that you can take the bottom off, which I can't even do it now. It's secured with soap. But maybe with a mold that you take the bottom out, maybe you can't have it tight enough that soap wouldn't leak out. So that's, you know, one of the things I was thinking. But, you know, to have the soap just like literally pouring out, to me, it just doesn't seem right. But like I said, maybe it is because it's the type that the bottom just slides completely out. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. There are 2 different ways of doing it. And I'm going to show you on each side. I'm going to show you like one on each side. All right. So basically, the other thing I hate about this is you have to use more paper. So you basically need the full length, which I'm going to have to measure it, which basically for me, this is 15.5 inches long. The depth is 4 inches. So I'm going to need, let's see, what's that? 15.5 plus 9, that's 24.5, okay? So I need so basically right there will be good. And that'll actually give me a little bit extra. Then what you do is hold it like basically about, you know, just eyeball it about right over the middle. And then you're going to want to put some creases in with your fingernail. Okay, that's where my inside is. Then you bring it out. Wait a minute, I gotta make sure this is 4 inches right here. Okay, yeah, it is. Don't, you know, you gotta make sure that there's enough room there to come all the way up. There's that side. I'm just going to check it real quick. That's the other thing. You got to check it like crazy to make sure you've got it in the right place. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold it on my side creases. No, see? I think I went a little bit off. Okay, so let's see. So far so good, but I'm going to redo my line here. Okay. Okay. All right, so now what you can do is there's a couple different ways that you can do this. Like I said, I'll show you both. You can cut down the crease on both sides. And then you can cut off excess because you just need it to come around this way like this. And then, well, I'll put the tape on in a minute. I'll do the other side first. Makes it a little easier. Okay, so basically for that side, that's all you have to do. And then you do tape it. You know, that's going to give you a pretty good seal, I would say. But there's still a chance that you're going to have some soap leaking out, right? The other way, which is a lot harder, it's a huge pain in the butt, is, let's see, I'm going to cut some of this excess off because that also makes it a little bit more, just makes it more difficult to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off whatever I don't. I ran out of memory. Okay, so like I was saying, I'm just cutting off the excess to make it a little bit easier to work with. Now, for this way, you can cut off this excess paper here, just because it makes it a little bit easier and not as bulky. And then you bring it up like this, and you have to make sure that your lines are all matching. You basically just do that. And then you're going to want to bring it over on this side. So, see, look, it comes up like that. Then you bring it over on this side, and you do the exact same thing. And then you take some tape and you tape the sides. The thing about this too that's difficult is it really needs to be it needs to be precise. Otherwise it just doesn't fit in there correctly. Okay, now I'll show you tape on these sides. the true test of this, though, is going to be if it's going to fit in there. Because it's so easy to make mistakes when you're just trying to make little creases with your fingernail. Alright, so basically, and then you're going to want to cut your little sides right here. And then cut a little bit more than I usually do off. That's okay though. So then you just fold your excess over. And make sure, I'm just making sure that it's all the way down in here before I tape it down. So, I hope that was helpful. Like I said, you need to make sure you're really super precise on the inside, because otherwise you'll get weird creases in your soap. Or it won't be nice and straight. Like I can tell that my crease must have been a little bit forward, because I can see a little bit of a gap where my corner is not exactly where it should be. Which, that's the thing that I don't like about doing it like this. It's really, it's just kind of hard. Alright, but that is how you do it. And, you know, apparently for this mold, I will need to be really vigilant and make sure that I always do it like this when I am using this mold. So that's the inside. And as you can see, you know, all the corners are covered and reinforced. And that is how you line with no, I don't know what you want to call it, no seams, you know. Basically it covers everything. So there you go. That's that. And I'll have to chisel that soap out of there. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I hope it was helpful. Subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.